Well, it's time. Okay, I mean, we expect some more people to join. However, we are going to start, no? Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us today. Today, we will learn how digital marketing can support your marketing efforts to generate meetings, leads, and more visibility during trade shows. And that means at the end to generate more customers and more sales. So some of the activities that we are going to review today, probably you already know, you already are using them. Some of them you probably not. In any case, the magic happens when all those activities work together. All is connected. Okay, so also most of the actions that we are going to review today can be used even if you do not have presence during trade shows. Okay, this is digital, so there is no border and no barrier. We understand that budget is limited and trade shows are expensive. Normally you attend 2-3 trade shows a year, and the rest of the trade shows you don't have budget to go. Digitally, you can have presence there. You will see how. Okay, so after this short overview, the presentation is going to take around 45 minutes, where 30 minutes will be the presentation, and then the remaining 15 minutes will be question and answers. Okay, at the end of the presentation, oh my God, Febin, 100 shows this year. Okay, I hope then digital marketing can help you, and maybe you can share some of your feedback. Oh, I can imagine. So, and then the remaining 15-20 minutes, we will open the mic for question and answer, and I will ask you also for your feedback and your experience. I can imagine that Sevin has a lot of feedback, no? Attending 100 shows per year, no? And also, at the end of the presentation, I will ask you to write on the chat yes or no. This is meaning yes, that you want me to follow up on you the next days to go in more deeper conversation. No, it means that for the moment you don't want to follow up, okay, in the next days. So I will not follow up on you. Okay, so if you don't say anything, I will follow up on you until you say something. So we will review that at the end anyway. Okay. So if everybody agree, let's start. Feel free to post any question on the chat, okay, during the presentation. Okay, I will keep an eye on that, and I will, for any clarification, I will answer to that. In any case, the last 15 minutes we will have an open mic, okay, so we can share those questions with everybody. So just a little bit about Binaga Media. I mean, we are an international marketing agency focused on digital. Our headquarters is in Florida, in Miami, and we have offices in Mexico and Spain. So this way, we can cover all our customer needs in LATAM and Europe and Asia. Just to give you an idea, I mean, we are running and working with customers worldwide, and we are running campaigns, of course, in US, in Philadelphia, in New York, in Vegas, also in Mexico City, in Paris, in London, in Dubai, worldwide. So with us, there is no barrier, and there is no language barrier. Okay, we can adapt to any situation, any trade show. No. So going into the a trade show, I think that we could split, timely speaking, a trade show in 3 different phases: before the trade show, during the trade show, and after the trade show. As you can imagine, each one of these 3 different phases is an opportunity to reach out to new customer or current customer for new products and services. No, and each of these phases has different marketing activities to be done. And also from each one of these activities, we get data that help us optimize the campaign. And all this data give you insights about what your customers think about your products. No, we can measure that too. So let me start the presentation. Well, trade shows, you know probably more than me because you are attending trade shows around the year. That you need to create brand awareness while budget is setting their course. 57% of buying decision is made before talking to sales. We all do that, not only for business, but in personal. Personally, we search for information before doing any buying. That's clear. This is key. This is important. 84% of attendees to a trade show make or recommend final purchasing decision to their companies. Okay, so you have to be top of mind all the time. So, in a nutshell, what do we do during the 3 different phases of a trade show? Well, before the trade show, the target is to reach people while they are looking for information related to the trade show. And even if you know they are attending the trade show, we can contact them, or you can contact them to set up a meeting, okay, before the trade show. This normally happens 1 month, 4 to 5 weeks before the trade show start date. During the trade show, we are able to reach all attendees while they are at the trade show or staying at the hotels, okay, recommended by the organization. We do this digitally. They enter internet, they browse, they watch any news on internet, your brand will be there. No? And after the trade show, when people go back to the normal life, you can be there too, okay, as keeping top of mind through all the journey. So this is in a nutshell. I mean, the different targets, for each different phase. And now we are going to go deep into each phase. As I said, feel free to ask any question in the chat for any clarification. Okay. So before the trade show starts, I mean, like even 5 to 6 weeks before the trade show, people are looking for information related to the trade show. Okay, accommodation, registration, etc. Okay, so here we reach to all those people through Google search or Bing. No, I mean, so when people use any keyword related to the trade show, your brand will be there. Here you have an example. Okay, this is an event we ran a couple of weeks ago. It's CPHI. It's a pharma event. Okay, we ran this event for a customer, and here these are the keywords, the top keyword we were using to reach out to customers, to potential customers. And here is important the message that you display to those potential customers. Okay, the message is key. When the people see the message, our optimization is to motivate people to click on that message and redirect them to your landing page. Okay, normally we recommend to have a specific landing page for the event where you try to get the contact data to set up a meeting, or you try to get them to download a new product catalog, white paper, etc. No, so this is one of the most important phases. Because people in this phase before the trade show are very motivated to meet with colleagues, potential partners, or potential providers or customers. Okay, so this is the search. Then before the trade show, we also have another activity where if you normally are sponsoring a trade show, okay, you have access to the attendee list. Knowing the name of the people attending the trade show and knowing the company, we are able to get the LinkedIn profile. Once we have the LinkedIn profile, then using our technology, you can contact them with a personalized message at scale. For example, here you have an example, a campaign we run ourselves. It's a personalized message. You can use the person name, the company name, and other variables to make it personal. However, you can send up to 600, 1,000 messages, okay, a personalized message to potential people to set up a meeting during the trade show. Just to share with you some data, using this approach, with this LinkedIn automation approach, normally half of the people accept the contact request, and between 10 to 20% of them agree to have a meeting. Okay, as you can see, the message doesn't need to be complex. It's just, hey, hi, I'm Antonio. I'm attending this trade show. We work on digital marketing. I see you are also attending. I am interested in knowing you better. Why don't we have a coffee? In our case, with the landing approach, it ramped up in only 2 days. Yes, I believe that. It's amazing. It really works really well. And give you a scale. Okay, so because the sales team only have to do something if people reply to the message. Okay, all the hard work that is contacting the people is done automatically. So during the trade show, what we're able to do is we create a digital fence around the trade show and the recommended hotels, where only people who are inside the Congress Center or at the hotels are able to see the ads. Where these people will see the ads? The attendees will see the ads while they are browsing on internet, reading the newspaper online, using an app. Okay, we are able to target just in that specific location. This is important because here is a different target. Here you are not trying to set up a meeting. It's too late to set up a meeting probably. Here you are trying to get people to your booth, mostly, okay? Or if you are not attending the event, here you are trying to get people to a landing page and get the contact data from them, so you can contact them after the trade show, no? But normally, it's trying to drive people to the show. For example, we had with this pharma company, we ran the campaign last week. We had they offer a cocktail in the booth one of the day, one afternoon, and then that's what the focus of this campaign during the day before the cocktail was offered, no? Just to drive people to the booth for the cocktail. It was a complete success. You can imagine, no? Get a free drink tomorrow at 4 o'clock in booth 104, no? So the best branding, to get people close to your booth, no? So now I'm going to show you a video, a small video, how the ads that we normally use for events need to be also different. Need to be call the attention of the people at the event because they don't have time. Okay, let me share the screen and you will see the video. Give me 1 second. Okay, here you go. Can you see the video? Okay, this is a real case, real ads that we were running during the trade shows. So people, while they were browsing on internet, these videos, these ads just show up to them, no? And this is different because it happened to us with some customers that they say, hey, I was reading the New York Times and then I saw your ad. No, some customer came up with this feedback. So it was crazy for them, no? I mean, how are you able to put an ad on the New York Times, no, while being on this trade show, no? So we are able to do that, no? We are able to buy media space only in those specific locations, no? So as you can see, all the ads are dynamic, are animated in a way, to call the user attention to go to your to the booth. Okay, let me stop sharing. Okay, and now we need to go back to the presentation. Here we go. So this is the during phase, and then we have the after. Okay, then we have the after phase, where what happened after the trade show. After the trade show, we need to keep the conversation ongoing. Okay, the trade show doesn't finish when everybody leaves, no? Here you need to keep the conversation ongoing, keep top of mind, and in a way, you need to increase your contact database for next trade show. So here, what we see from our customers is that they don't just go back to their offices with a bunch of business cards. Here you go with conversations ongoing, digitally speaking, I mean, no? So think on this like the end of a trade show is the beginning of something new. For example, if you, after a trade show, you are attending another trade show 3 months later, you can use this information, this database, to contact them for the incoming trade show. We are doing that with a customer. It's a software development customer for customer care for health, hospitals, health, and finance. They are targeting Middle East, and then we are increasing the database every time with a new trade show, no? With new contacts. Hey, I saw you were attending this trade show. We are now attending this trade show. Why don't we meet again? No, is keep it moving. Okay, so here in the after, normally what we propose is to set up a thank you email, LinkedIn, and display message to all attendees. Here you have an example of a display. Thank you for visiting our booth, or an email, no? A LinkedIn is the same. Normally here we recommend to set up like up to 2-3 messages to send within a month, you know, just trying to get on hold on maybe those people who didn't reply to the first message or didn't have enough time to talk with you during the trade show. So you still, you know, can keep in contact with them and add them to your prospect, to your prospect database in the following month, no? So at the end, in any case, we deliver actionable insight for sales team. So this is a way where I really see marketing converging with sales. And this is something that in some companies struggle to do. However, with this approach, it's simpler to do this. We, as you saw at the beginning, we send LinkedIn connections, and these LinkedIn connections are sent from the sales reps' LinkedIn accounts. Okay, it's automatic, but are sent from the sales rep account. So it's already merging marketing and sales, no? So here we report number of new active users generated, percentage of total trade show attendees reach, new items available for future campaigns. This is an ongoing thing. It's not one-time campaign normally. Or we recommend to be an ongoing activity, no? We also have an important thing to report is companies accessing the company website. We are able to uncover which companies are accessing your corporate website, and also the number of conversion and leads generated. All this information, some of them can be added to your CRM. Okay, so the sales team is informed, updated with everything that is happening. Actually, the sales team is part of this because they are on the trade show, no? Okay, this is a slide where this is something that we have found very interesting for companies with our customers, is uncovering companies visiting your website. There is a percentage that 60% of the companies that are visiting your website, you don't know them, okay? And we have a way to uncover them. During trade shows and in the different phases, through the different phases, these companies will visit your webpage, and there is a way to know who they are, the company, when they access, where they were browsing, and from where. You don't know who is the person who was accessing the website. In some cases you do, in case it's a company you already know and is connected to your CRM, but you normally don't do it in case of a new company. However, you know from where they're accessing, and this is a really valuable information for the sales team, no? Okay, so this is one of the more important things you get out of the the activities. So, of course, we report all the data. We can report all the data through a report, a dashboard, or even we can integrate with your current report system. Like if you have business intelligence, BI, we can integrate with that. So you have all the data in your system. Okay, so it's not what we are saying, it's what the data is saying, and you have it, you own it. Okay, we can help you with that in case you don't have that in place. And here, just let's go through some real cases, for example, and then before we start with the conversation and your feedback. So here we have a case. It was in Frankfurt. It was for one of the largest food and production events worldwide. It was taking place in Frankfurt. And here, this customer only wanted to do the during phase, okay, because it were like 80,000 people attending. They just wanted to focus on the during phase, okay. So we impacted 45% of the attendees and generated more than 3,000 active users on web page. Okay, as you can see, you don't need to do all the 3 different phases. Each case is different. This is a different case. This was in Dubai. I think this was in April or May this year. Here we just did the before and after phase. Why we didn't do the during? Because it was a small event, only 1,000 people attending. So it didn't make sense to do the during phase, it was too small. So we focus on the before and after event. So we generated more than 100 conversations. It was a lot, generate this company, a lot of interest over there. 15 meetings were generated. 3 whole leads came out of that day from that event. No? And then this is a pharma case, a pharma company. We did also, it was a recent case, I mean, like a couple of months ago. Here we did the before and during. We didn't do the after. So as you can see, each case is different for different reasons. No? So this is tailor-made. And here we generated more than 1,000 users. The most important thing for this customer, it was that we were able to uncover 100 different pharma companies that were accessing their website. And this was probably the best outcome they got from this, to reach out for new customers in the US. Even if they are a US-based company, they have businesses all over the world. Okay, and this is a success case we had from some renewable energy company. Again, this was done only during the during phase. Okay, yeah, we impacted and generated more than 300 active users on the web page. So any industry in any country is suitable to apply any of the different strategies we just checked. You saw the video, right? Important, you need to impress your audience. We have our own creative team, and we support you to generate dynamic ads and interactive ads. So people, your potential customer, or even current customers, are more motivated to interact with you, with your brand. Okay, you guys have great products. You need to put them in front of your potential customer in a great way. So we have our own creative team to help you to do that. And then here you have some screenshots from real cases where you can see how the ads are integrated on media. It's just you are browsing on internet and then you see the ad. Here is from a building company that we are working with them since a few years. Okay, the same thing. You can see that the ads are really well integrated in the different media. Okay, and here, well, some references. So I think that we are good. We are half an hour through the presentation.